I'd like to introduce a young man to all of you. If it weren't for internet, I'm sure he would have found other ways to develop himself and for his self-realization. But he used internet and he completed his self-realization very quickly. We're going to listen to Can Kırca. Hello, Can. Welcome. Thank you very much, Timur. Take a left turn, please, and follow me. I'm a software consultant in the company, and I'm also IT consultant at my university. If you are computer literate, you can do many things. I'm in love with technology. There's no other explanation to my passion. Some of my friends criticize me and they claim that I'm antisocial, but I cannot define myself as antisocial. Sorry, because I use technology to get socialized. I use internet, I use technology in every field of my life. I do mathematical calculations, I get to know people, I find places to go. One day, if a friend of mine asks me to find a restaurant in Kadıköy, all I do is just shake my iPhone and find a place in Kadıköy to eat. It is possible to have the same quality of life with the people who are able to see or who doesn't have any handicaps. You can use internet, you can share everything with the other people, with normal people. I'm using an iPad now. And I can also use other devices related to social media. Technology for me means water and bread. Great. He's not only a young, handsome and charismatic man, he's also aware of what's going on in the world. I'm sure he has found 5 or 6 girlfriends already on internet. You should not mix internet with private life. If I give an answer to that question, Ülke Hoca will find me and she will be cross with me. Can is from Bilgi University and he is a social media expert. What do you have to tell us? I'm very proud to be here today. And I would like to say that it's very exciting to see people that I know. I was very excited when I received the invitation of Timur, because internet is very important for me. To be able to communicate with people is very important for me. I came early in the morning not to miss any part of this content, and most of what I've heard inspired me. I'm not only a social media expert, I also use technology in every field of my life. To be frank, I cannot consider myself as a person who is blocked with his handicap, because when I first met a computer, I was able to work on HTML, and then after a couple of months, I started to work on the books of Hakkı Hoca, and I was interested in dynamic websites. When I was through primary school, I was capable of using HTTP, etc., and I was making my own money. At high school, I started to work professionally, and I worked long years in the hosting market. You can think that I'm a bit arrogant, but ask me any question, fire away questions. I will answer them. Of course, I kept interest in music. I play bağlama, a Turkish traditional instrument. I don't like rock music like the rest of the young people, but I like Turkish folk music. I play chess, I swim. I can do whatever you think that can be done. I'm glad that I did them. So, why don't you ask me questions? In fact, we are listening to a very amazing story. John's experience is quite brave and very inspiring. And he sent the highest number of tweets under Big Tang hashtag. So let's hear questions from the audience now. My name is Burçak Ünsal. We are proud to have you here, Can. You said that you are proud to be here, but we are also proud to have you here. I would like to ask a question to you. The use of internet in economy, social life, and cultural life for the visually impaired. What kind of equality in opportunities does internet provide you? Well, I'm studying English translation and interpretation. I'm a student. In June, we organized a panel related to the Fatih project, and we hosted 500 participants in 2 days. Gonca Telli was the moderator of the panel. And we had representatives from the ministry, we had representatives from the software developing company as well. And unfortunately, we learned the current status of Fatih project that day. And I tweeted this morning, and my friend told me that, well, you're a dead man now that the minister is going to read your tweet about Fatih project. And I said, I don't think so, I won't be dead. Unfortunately, the government in Turkey, or the way we are governed in Turkey, categorizes people. But we have to know that, dear participants, we have to know that if you give the right opportunity to the people, if people are aware of those opportunities, if they have a capacity, they have a capability, they will use it to the limit. You cannot destroy a capacity. You cannot declare a capacity as non-existent. Therefore, you cannot delete my tweets. I'm sure my tweets have been archived now. But of course, education in Turkey is at a very terrible situation. I was lucky because I didn't have any problem regarding my education life, but some of my friends did. A real academic is not someone who gets cross with his or her students whenever he receives some criticism, but is a person who is there for his students and develops new ideas with his or her students. I think we have a problem in Turkey when it comes to collaboration between the government and students or teachers. They said that they delivered 40,000 tablets to students. Was any of the students who received those tablets had a visual damage? Well, they should think of everyone in order to have equality of opportunities. Well, thank you very much. By the way, I have a new target. I received an invitation from AVEA. I'm working in AVEA now, so maybe I'll start with the call center. So if you hear my voice, that would be me. I'm going to send my son to study with you. Thank you. I can teach him how to play the folk instrument as well. Thank you very much, John, for being with us today.